What if I told you that something as simple as closing your eyes for a nap during the day could quietly shape your heart health, your energy levels, and even your independence as you grow older? Now, here's the tricky part. Some experts say that daytime sleep is perfectly harmless, maybe even good for you. Others warn that it could put extra strain on your body and rob you of the deep rest you need at night. So, which is it? Friend or foe? Comfort or hidden risk? The truth isn't as black and white as you might think. In fact, it's a lot more interesting. That's why today, we're going to uncover 6 favorable habits, revealed by heart surgeons themselves, that can help you nap smarter, safer, and stronger. These are not complicated routines. They're simple shifts that could make a real difference in how you feel each day. And let me tell you this, when we get to habit number 5, you'll want to pay close attention. Because it's something almost nobody talks about, but it could be the difference between drifting off peacefully and waking up frustrated, restless, and staring at the ceiling at midnight. These insights come straight from specialists who study how sleep and aging are connected. And trust me, once you hear them, you'll never look at an afternoon nap the same way again. But before we dive in, let me ask you this. Do you nap during the day? And if you do, how long is your nap usually? Tell me in the comments below. I'll be reading your answers. Now, let's begin. As we get older, something starts to change in the way we sleep. You might have noticed it yourself. You don't drift into that deep, unbroken sleep the way you did in your younger years. Instead, your nights can feel lighter, with more awakenings. Maybe it's the need to use the bathroom, maybe it's aches and pains, or maybe it's just your body's natural rhythm shifting with age. Specialists tell us that deep restorative sleep, the kind that recharges your body and repairs your cells, tends to get shorter as we move into our 60s, 70s, and 80s. And because of that, your body looks for little ways to make up for it. That's where daytime naps come in. It's no surprise then that napping during the day becomes more common as the years go by. You eat lunch, and suddenly your eyelids get heavy. You sit down in your favorite chair, and before you know it, you're dozing off. Sometimes it's intentional, other times it just sneaks up on you. And for many older adults, those daytime naps feel like a lifeline, a chance to recharge when nights don't give enough rest. But here's the question. Are those naps really helping your heart, your brain, and your energy levels? Or could they be quietly making things harder for you in ways you don't even notice? Some research shows naps can lower stress, improve memory, and even help regulate blood pressure. That sounds wonderful, doesn't it? But then there are other studies suggesting that frequent or long daytime naps may actually be linked to heart strain, poor nighttime sleep, and even higher risks of certain health problems. So which is it? Is daytime sleep a friend that protects you, or a silent thief stealing your energy and your independence? That's exactly the mystery we're about to unravel together. Because the truth is, naps are not simply good or bad. The real secret lies in how you nap and the habits you build around it. And the good news? Heart surgeons and sleep experts have identified 6 golden habits that can completely change the way your body responds to daytime rest. These aren't complicated, and you don't need to overhaul your whole life. Just a few small adjustments can mean the difference between feeling sluggish after a nap or waking up refreshed, steady, and ready for the rest of your day. So, let's break this down into the 6 golden habits heart surgeons want you to know. Number 1. Keep your naps short and refreshing. Now, I know this one can feel tough. When your body finally settles into that cozy chair or your bed in the afternoon, it feels so good to just let go. And before you realize it, an hour has passed, maybe even longer. But here's what the specialists have discovered. When you nap too long during the day, your body drifts into deeper stages of sleep, and that can actually work against you. Have you ever woken up from a nap feeling heavy, groggy, even a little confused? That's not your imagination. That's your body trying to pull itself out of deep sleep at the wrong time. Heart surgeons explain that these long naps can place extra stress on your cardiovascular system, raising your heart rate and leaving you restless at night. Instead of waking up refreshed, you may find yourself wide awake at midnight, staring at the ceiling, wondering why you're so tired and yet unable to drift off. The sweet spot, according to research, is about 20 to 30 minutes. Just enough to give your heart a short break, just enough to clear the mind, but not long enough to throw off your natural rhythm. Think of it like this. A short nap is like sipping a glass of cool water when you're thirsty. It refreshes you, it steadies you, and it gives you what you need without overwhelming your system. But when you nap too long, it's like drinking an entire jug at once. Your body can't process it the same way, and instead of feeling better, you end up feeling worse. Let me share a little story. Robert, a 72-year-old retiree, used to nap for over an hour every single afternoon. He'd wake up sluggish, with his heart racing sometimes, and then he would toss and turn at night, frustrated that he couldn't find restful sleep. His doctor suggested he try setting a simple timer, 25 minutes. At first, Robert didn't believe it would work. But after a week, something changed. His afternoons felt lighter, his mind was clearer, and when bedtime came, he actually fell asleep more easily. That small adjustment gave him back a rhythm that worked with his body, not against it. And here's something I want you to remember. Choosing a short nap isn't about denying yourself comfort. It's about respecting your body's natural design. By giving yourself those 20 or 30 minutes, you're showing wisdom, discipline, and care for your future well-being. Over time, this habit can bring you more energy in the afternoons, steadier moods, and greater peace of mind at night. So the next time you feel yourself drifting off, think about this. Would you rather wake up sluggish and restless later, or refreshed, steady, and ready to enjoy your evening? That's the quiet power of keeping naps short and refreshing. Now here's something many people don't realize. When you nap is just as important as how long you nap. The timing can make the difference between a nap that feels like a gentle recharge and one that steals away your good night's sleep. Think about it. Have you ever dozed off in the late afternoon, maybe around 4 or 5 o'clock, and then found yourself lying awake at midnight, staring at the ceiling? That's not just bad luck, that's your body's internal clock, your circadian rhythm, getting confused. Specialists explain that our bodies run on natural rhythms of energy and rest. And for older adults, those rhythms become even more delicate. Napping too late in the day can throw the whole system off balance. Instead of helping you, it may keep your heart working harder and leave you restless when you should be winding down for the night. So when's the sweet spot? For most seniors, it's early to mid-afternoon, usually between 1 and 3 p.m. This is the time when your energy naturally dips after lunch. Your body is already signaling it's ready for a short break, and taking a nap during this window allows you to recharge without stealing from your deeper, more restorative nighttime sleep. Let me tell you about Susan, a 68-year-old grandmother. She used to nap around 4 or 5 in the afternoon, thinking it would help her push through the evening. But instead, she found herself wide awake at midnight, frustrated and anxious. Once she shifted her naps earlier, around 1:30 in the afternoon, everything changed. She fell asleep at night with less effort, she felt calmer, and even her doctor noticed her blood pressure was steadier. That simple adjustment gave her back control over her days and her nights. Here's something heart surgeons often point out. When your sleep is consistent, your heart rhythm is steadier, your mood is more balanced, and your overall energy is stronger. By respecting your body's natural rise and fall of energy, you're working with your body, not against it. So the next time you feel drowsy in the late afternoon, ask yourself, is this the right time, or am I about to steal rest from tonight? Choosing the right moment makes your nap an ally, not a thief. And I'd love to know, when do you usually nap? Early after lunch, or later in the day? Share your answer in the comments, because your routine might inspire someone else watching this right now. Now that we've talked about timing, let's move to something just as important, the environment you nap in. Because believe it or not, where you nap can make or break the quality of your rest. Now let me ask you this. Where do you usually nap? Is it in your favorite armchair with the television humming in the background? Or maybe on the living room couch with a blanket tossed over you? For many people, that's how it happens. You just drift off wherever you are. But here's the surprising truth. The space in which you nap can completely change how your body feels afterward. A noisy, bright, or uncomfortable environment sends signals to your nervous system that it needs to stay alert, even while you're trying to rest. Instead of calming your heart, your body stays slightly on guard. And that restless kind of sleep? It can leave you feeling worse than before. Heart specialists often warn that fragmented naps, where you're half asleep, half aware of your surroundings, can actually raise stress hormones like cortisol. That extra tension doesn't just disturb your peace, it can also put strain on your cardiovascular system. Now imagine the opposite. A quiet, dimly lit space. Curtains drawn, lights softened, and the room at a comfortable temperature. Maybe you have a supportive pillow or a recliner that eases your back. In that kind of environment, your body gets the message. It's safe to let go. And even a short nap of 20 minutes becomes refreshing, steady, and deeply restorative. Take Thomas, for example. He's 75, and for years he would doze off on the couch while the television played in the background. Every time, he woke up groggy, sometimes with his heart racing, and he couldn't understand why he felt drained instead of restored. Then he made a small change. He created a quiet corner in his bedroom with a comfortable chair, blackout shades, and no noise. The first time he napped there, just for 20 minutes, he woke up energized instead of restless. That small shift completely changed how his afternoons felt. Here's the lesson. Your nap space is more than just a place to close your eyes. It's a sanctuary. By taking a few minutes to set it up, drawing the curtains, lowering the lights, making sure your chair or pillow supports you, you're telling yourself, my rest is worth protecting. And isn't that true? You've earned the right to rest well, not just drift into half-sleep on the couch. Over time, treating your naps as something intentional, not accidental, can protect your heart, lift your mood, and leave your mind clearer for the rest of the day. So the next time you nap, ask yourself, am I giving my body the environment it deserves, or am I leaving it to chance? That small choice could make all the difference. Now that we've set up the right environment, let's move to the next piece of the puzzle. What you eat and drink before your nap. Because believe it or not, your meal and hydration choices can shape how restorative that nap really is. Have you ever noticed how heavy you feel after a big meal? Maybe it's a plate of fried food, or a large portion of pasta, or something rich and sugary. Your body isn't just digesting food, it's working overtime. And when you try to nap right after that kind of meal, your system is still busy breaking everything down. Instead of resting, your body is in full digestion mode. Heart surgeons often point out that heavy meals close to nap time can actually put strain on your cardiovascular system. Your heart pumps harder, your digestion slows you down, and instead of feeling refreshed when you wake, you might feel sluggish, weighed down, or even notice a bit of heartburn or palpitations. But here's the good news. When you give your body the right kind of fuel, naps become smoother and more restorative. A light, balanced meal, something like lean protein, a portion of vegetables, maybe some whole grains, sets the stage for restful sleep. Add a glass of water, and suddenly your circulation is supported, your digestion is calmer, and your body can truly relax. Now that we've gone through all 6 habits, let's take a moment to bring them together and see how they can completely reshape the way you think about rest in your later years. Let's take a moment now to bring everything together. We've walked through 6 golden habits, each one simple on its own, but powerful when you put them into practice. First, we learned to keep naps short and refreshing, just 20 to 30 minutes. Enough to reset your body without dragging you into deep sleep that leaves you groggy. Second, we talked about choosing the right time, early to mid-afternoon, when your energy naturally dips. Not too late, not too close to bedtime, but right in that sweet spot when your body is ready for a little recharge. Third, we explored the importance of creating the right environment. A calm, quiet, comfortable space where your body feels safe to let go. Because the quality of your rest depends so much on the space you give yourself. Fourth, we uncovered how light meals and steady hydration can shape your naps. Choosing lighter foods and sipping water throughout the day gives your heart the chance to truly rest when you close your eyes. Fifth, we looked at what it means to listen to your body's signals. Not every slump in the afternoon means you need to nap. Sometimes you need sleep, sometimes you just need movement. The wisdom is in knowing the difference. And sixth, we discovered how gentle movement afterward turns a nap into true restoration. A few stretches, a short walk, even just stepping outside for air, those small actions wake your body up in harmony, instead of leaving you sluggish. Now, here's the heart of it all. Naps are not the enemy. They are not something to fear, or something to avoid completely. Naps are a tool. The key is learning to nap in a way that strengthens your heart, sharpens your mind, and preserves your independence. Because growing older, it isn't about giving up energy. It isn't about surrendering your vitality. It's about adapting with wisdom. It's about making small choices that protect your strength and give you peace of mind. And maybe that's the real beauty of these 6 habits. They don't take away your freedom, they give it back. They remind you that you're still in control, that you can shape your days with intention, and that even something as simple as a nap can become a powerful part of living well. So the next time you feel that drowsiness in the afternoon, don't just fall into it blindly. Pause. Remember these 6 habits. And then choose wisely, knowing that every small step you take today is an investment in the strength, clarity, and independence of your tomorrow. We've now uncovered the 6 golden habits heart surgeons recommend, but before we tie everything together, let's pause for a moment. Because the truth is, napping in your 60s, 70s, and 80s isn't as simple as just good or bad. There's more to it. And here's where things get interesting. Some studies show that short, well-timed naps can reduce stress, improve memory, and even lower the risk of strokes. That sounds like a gift, doesn't it? But then other research warns that frequent or long daytime sleep might be linked with heart problems, poor nighttime rest, and even higher risks of certain diseases. So which is it? Is a nap protecting your health, or is it quietly straining it? That's the mystery. And maybe the real answer is this. It depends on how you nap and whether you follow the habits we've talked about today. Because when you keep your naps short and refreshing, a nap at the right time, create a restful environment, fuel your body with light meals and steady hydration, listen to your body's true signals, and balance rest with gentle movement afterward. Then a nap becomes more than just a moment of sleep. It becomes a tool for restoring energy, protecting your heart, and keeping your mind sharp. Think about what that really means. Naps don't have to be something you feel guilty about, or something you fear might harm you. They can be a part of your self-care, your strength, your independence. It's not about giving in to fatigue. It's about shaping rest in a way that serves you, physically, emotionally, and even spiritually. Growing older doesn't mean losing vitality. It means adapting with wisdom. Using what you know now to make each day lighter, stronger, more joyful than the one before. And when you choose these habits, you're not just choosing better naps. You're choosing confidence. You're choosing peace of mind. You're choosing to give yourself the gift of healthier aging. But here's the part one want you to think about. Not everyone agrees. Some people swear by longer naps, while others avoid them altogether. So let me ask you, what do you believe? Do you think naps are a blessing or a hidden risk? Tell me in the comments below, because your perspective might open someone else's eyes. And now, let me ask you one more thing. Out of the 6 habits we explored today, which one spoke to you the most? Was it keeping naps short? Choosing the right time? Or maybe it was the idea of pairing rest with gentle movement? Share your answer in the comments. Your story could inspire another member of our Senior Strong Living family. So, thank you for spending this time with me today. Remember, a nap is not the enemy. Done the right way, it can be one of your greatest allies. Take these 6 golden habits with you, try them for yourself, and see the difference they can make. Or perhaps you already have your own secret nap habit that works wonders for you. If you do, please share it. Because your answer might inspire someone else in our Senior Strong Living family who is searching for exactly that kind of wisdom. This isn't just about one person's journey. It's about all of us learning, sharing, and growing stronger together. Every comment you leave becomes part of a conversation that helps another senior feel supported, encouraged, and less alone. And if you found value in what we shared today, I invite you to join us. Become part of our Senior Strong Living community by hitting the subscribe button. Every week, we bring you simple, practical tips from health experts and caregivers to help you stay independent, strong, and vibrant, well into your 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond. Because aging doesn't mean slowing down. It means living wisely. And here at Senior Strong Living, we're committed to giving you the tools, the encouragement, and the support you need to live fully every single day. So thank you for watching, and thank you for spending this time with me. Remember this, a strong nap is a smart nap. Care for your rest, care for your heart, and care for the independence that makes each day yours. I'll see you in the next video. Let me share Margaret's story. She's 66, and for years she enjoyed a large, heavy lunch before reclining in her chair for a nap. More often than not, she woke up with a tightness in her chest, low energy, and a feeling that her nap had done more harm than good. But when she switched to lighter meals and made sure to sip water steadily throughout the day, everything changed. Her naps became shorter, easier, and far more refreshing. She no longer felt like her afternoons were wasted, and her nights became more restful, too. Think of it this way: food is fuel, and water is flow. The lighter and steadier the fuel, the smoother the flow, the easier your body can slip into a restful state. This isn't about depriving yourself or cutting out the foods you love. It's about choosing wisely when you know you'll be resting soon. So here's a simple tip. Keep your pre-nap meal lighter, avoid too much caffeine close to nap time, and drink water steadily throughout the day instead of gulping it all at once. These small choices help your nap become a true reset rather than a burden on your heart. Because in the end, a nap is only as good as the conditions you give your body to rest. Lighten the load, fuel smartly, and your body will thank you. Now, this brings us to something many people overlook: learning to listen to your body's signals. Because not every dip in energy means your body truly needs a nap. Now this one is so important, and yet it's the habit most people ignore. Not every yawn, not every dip in energy, is a true signal that your body needs to sleep. Sometimes what we call tiredness is actually something else entirely: boredom, loneliness, or simply the slump that comes from sitting too long without moving. Heart experts caution that unnecessary naps can throw off your natural rhythm. If you lie down every afternoon just because it's part of your routine, not because your body is truly asking for rest, you may find your nighttime sleep becoming restless. That leaves you more fatigued overall, and your heart struggling to find its natural beat. So how do you know the difference? The signs of genuine tiredness are usually clear: heavy eyelids, repeated yawns, trouble focusing, maybe even a feeling that your head is nodding forward. Those are your body's way of saying, "I need a reset." But if you're only feeling sluggish because you've been sitting for hours, or your mind feels dull from lack of stimulation, then lying down might not be the answer. In those moments, a short walk, a few stretches, or even a change of scenery can do more for your energy than a nap ever could. Let me tell you about Helen, a 71-year-old widow. She noticed she was drifting to her recliner every afternoon, even when she wasn't truly sleepy. It had become automatic, like a habit she didn't question. But instead of waking refreshed, she often woke groggy, and at night, she tossed and turned. One day, she asked herself a simple question: am I genuinely sleepy, or do I just need a change of pace? That one question changed everything. On some days, she chose a short stroll outside instead of a nap, and she came back energized. On others, when her body really was tired, she gave herself a short, restorative nap. The result? More control, steadier energy, and far fewer restless nights. Listening to your body in this way shows maturity and self-care. It's a sign that you're not being ruled by habit, but guided by awareness. And isn't that the real wisdom of aging? To know yourself so well that you respond with what your body actually needs, not just what your mind assumes. But here's the twist: sometimes pushing through tiredness backfires too. If your body is giving you clear signals and you keep ignoring them, you might end up even more drained later, or worse, put extra stress on your heart. That's why this habit is about balance, not rules. It's about pausing, asking the right question, and then choosing wisely. So the next time you feel that afternoon slump, don't just flop onto the couch automatically. Ask yourself, is this genuine sleepiness, or do I just need to move, breathe, or shift my energy? Your answer could make all the difference. Now, once you've learned to listen to your body and nap only when it's truly needed, there's one last step that ties everything together: what you do immediately after your nap. And this, surprisingly, is where many seniors miss out on the full benefit of their rest. Now this one might surprise you, because most people don't think about what happens after a nap. You wake up, you sit for a while, maybe you turn on the television or scroll on your phone, and before you know it, an hour has passed. But here's the thing: what you do immediately after a nap can completely change whether that nap helps you, or leaves you feeling sluggish. When you lie down and then stay still afterward, your circulation slows. Your muscles stiffen, and your heart has to work harder than it should. That's why some people wake up from naps complaining they feel heavy, groggy, or even a little dizzy. It's not the nap itself that's the problem. It's the lack of movement that follows. Heart specialists say that just a few minutes of gentle activity after waking can transform your nap from draining to restorative. It doesn't have to be anything strenuous. Stretching your arms, rolling your shoulders, walking slowly around the house, or stepping outside for fresh air is enough to signal to your body, I'm awake, I'm moving, I'm ready for the rest of my day. Think about Frank, an 80-year-old who loved his daily naps. The problem was, he often woke up stiff and groggy, with little motivation to get moving again. His doctor suggested a simple practice. Take a short stroll through his garden after each nap. Frank gave it a try, and the difference was immediate. His joints loosened up, his energy returned more quickly, and he even began looking forward to those little walks as much as the nap itself. His doctor was pleased too, pointing out how the balance of rest and movement was strengthening his heart and improving his resilience. So remember this, rest and movement are partners. One without the other leaves you out of balance. When you pair a nap with gentle movement afterward, you allow your heart, your muscles, and your mind to work together in harmony. You carry the calm of your nap forward, instead of leaving it behind on the couch. And here's the beautiful part. This habit reinforces your independence. It keeps your circulation steady, your mood lighter, and your confidence stronger. It's a way of saying to yourself, I respect the gift of rest, but I also honor the strength of movement. So the next time you wake from a nap, don't stay still. Take a few steps. Stretch. Breathe. Let your body know it's time to re-engage with the day. That's how you turn a nap into true restoration.